Good evening. Please rise if you are able for our national anthem performed by GCHS seniors Haley Mueller and Adora Spohr.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? Oh, wait, I don't.
Please be seated. Good evening, everyone. Board members, Dr. Singh, Dr. Carter, administrators, faculty and staff, families, friends, and most importantly, the Grayslake Central High School class of 2025. Welcome to this very special commencement ceremony. About 1,600 days ago, January 2021 to be close-ish, we met online for our Welcome to 8th Grade night. That night, I told you via Zoom and recorded things that we're going to offer opportunities that will challenge you academically and socially as you work towards your diploma. And challenge you we did. You faced and conquered academic challenges such as uncovering and interpreting allegory in The Lord of the Flies. You played with Punnett squares and their tricky recessive genes and solved the timeless puzzle of the Pythagorean theorem. One final quiz, class, a squared plus b squared equals, about half of you got it, we'll try again, equals, good. These are some of the challenges that you were mastering during your early high school years, and some tonight. This ceremony is about much more than academics. Only you know the full story, the late nights, the personal struggles, the quiet victories that brought you to this moment. And while we've shared in your joy and success, we also recognize that graduating from high school takes tremendous personal effort, resilience, and heart. Though your formal high school education is now complete, this is not the end of your journey. Today you arrive at a crossroads, one that leads each of you in a different direction. Some of you will head straight into the workforce. Others will pursue college, apprenticeships, or technical programs. Some among you have made the noble choice to serve and defend our country. If you are entering the armed forces, whether by enlisting or through an ROTC program, please stand and be recognized. I'm looking forward to seeing you guys as we celebrate Veterans Day in the future. And thank you. As you move forward, I encourage you to carry with you the important lessons you've learned here at Central. Not just academic knowledge, but the life skills that will serve you in every setting. Above all, remember to enjoy each step of the journey. Life isn't just about the milestones. It's also about appreciating the people that you meet along the way and celebrating the moments that shape you. Class of 2025, we've watched you grow into thoughtful, talented, and determined young adults. You've made us proud in the classroom, on the stage, on this field, and simply in the way that you've supported one another and shown up every day. And when you achieve success in your chosen path, and we know you will, I hope you'll come back at home to Central and share your journey with those who helped you get it started. On behalf of the Board of Education, faculty, staff, and administration, it's been a true privilege to walk alongside you in these past 4 years. You're learners, leaders, and people of great character, and you are ready to take on the world. And the world is waiting, and it needs your voice, your vision, and your courage. Congratulations, and welcome to the graduation ceremony. And for the record, they were wrong, all of the news. The members of the Grayslake Central Choir, the senior members, will now perform the Class of 2025 senior song, Time After Time. Kids, come on up.
Time. If you fall, I will catch you. I'll be waiting for you. Time after time. Oh, time after time. Oh, time after time. Time after time. Oh, time after time. If you're lost, you can look and you will find me. Find me. Time after time. After time. If you fall, I will catch you. I'll be waiting for you. Time after time. Time after time, 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 time after time.
Fantastic. Thank you very much. It's my pleasure to introduce the student's choice for staff speaker for this ceremony, Mr. Steve Reitman.
Good evening, everyone. A warm welcome to our Board of Education, Dr. Storsley, District and Grayslake Central High School administrators, faculty, parents, family members, friends, and most importantly, our graduates. Let's have a big hand for our graduates. Class of 2025, thank you very much for giving me this opportunity to speak with you tonight. It is an honor to represent our faculty. Hey, it's finally over. How you feeling about that? Pretty good? All right, you should, good. In a matter of minutes, you will walk across the stage and officially end your high school career. You spent about 700 days in school. Give or take a few of those extra senior ditch days, you know who you are. When you started high school, we were starting to see things a bit more normal following the worst of COVID. Things were still a little different, but being back in the building and socializing with your friends became more common. After talking with many of you, it was easily the most difficult part of being away from here. Over the next 4 years, you became one of the most accomplished classes in recent memory. So many of you thrived in the classroom and in extracurricular activities. The list of all the accomplishments is much more that can be discussed here tonight, but there are a few that are dear to my heart, people that I coached and worked with in clubs. Our FBLA team of 4 is headed to Anaheim to compete at the national event next month. Yeah, give it up for them. That's pretty great. Jillian, Alexandra, Drew, and Josh, you have worked hard and made Mrs. Gallagher and I very proud. Keep preparing, and best of luck to you as you represent our school. The softball team on that field tomorrow, led by 7 wonderful seniors, at 3 o'clock tomorrow, not 4 o'clock. We changed it back to 3 o'clock because it's supposed to maybe rain again, for a shot at the regional championship. Annie, Kaylee, Emma, Megan, Audrey, Zaylee, and Danny, you have been a joy to watch. Good luck, and let's keep this going for a little while longer. I got to announce these games next week, whether you're there or not, so I'd rather have you there, and let's root you guys to victory. Let's do some great things. Finally, getting to be a part of a program that gets to back-to-back super sectionals is incredibly special. Annie, Caitlin, and Madison, you provided so many fantastic memories in girls basketball. Thank you for showing your teammates and JV players how to be successful. Let's give them a hand, too. Great job. Our seasons aren't done, though. We have boys track and baseball. Best of luck to you guys all this weekend. Congrats to all of you and the many others who had fantastic accomplishments. High school experiences taught you how to grow through difficult times. There will be many challenges ahead, and being able to battle through the tough times is an essential skill towards achieving your goals. Celebrating this important milestone today gives me a lot of happiness. For many of you, though, getting out of here in an hour feels like a relief. High school maybe wasn't such a great experience. Some of you had a more difficult time getting motivated to be successful. I bring this up to give you words of hope. I was one of those students in high school who struggled. It wasn't that I wasn't smart enough, I really just wasn't motivated. More than once, my parents got a phone call at home from one of my teachers. Mr. and Mrs. Reitman, we really don't know how to get through to your son. He clearly could be doing better in fill-in-the-blank class, and there were probably more than one of those. The truth is that there wasn't really anything wrong with me. I just hadn't found out enough compelling reasons to be a good student. Like me and so many others, you will figure out where your passion lies in the future. It takes some time to decide what you want to do. Just because the road in high school wasn't always smooth does not mean that your future cannot be awesome, and it will be. From time to time in my classes, I've given a few words of advice for students. In the spirit of sharing with everyone tonight, let me leave you with a few thoughts. First, look around you. There are people you may not see again after tonight. Going to the next part of your life doesn't mean that you have to leave people behind. Stay in touch with those who you care about. Your best friend may be headed a long way from home. While it's great and healthy to make new friends, do what you can to keep your positive relationships from your childhood going. It's way easier to keep in touch than when I was in college. The experiences that you had to this point are an essential part of your life. As they say, don't be a stranger. Second, Stay in touch with the teachers that made a difference in your education. We can all remember people and experiences that made being here special, at least some of the time. There are a few things that are more heartwarming for teachers than to see former students come by and share their experiences. Keep those connections going. A few teachers in the building today were my former students or athletes. You will soon find out how cool maintaining that experience can be. Third, every one of us has the ability to positively affect someone else's life. You will be amazed how doing something for others can become habit forming. Our world today has divided us in many ways, so it is even more important to do good things for others and bring people closer together. You may not be able to change the whole world, just do your best to positively change someone else's world as much as you can. Finally, find your passion. While I will not deny that making money is important, finding true happiness in what you do every day is equally, maybe even more important. If you enjoy the job you do and the people around you, it makes your life pretty special. I have had the good fortune to work with so many people here that are more than colleagues to me. They are lifelong friends. They help get me through the difficult days and are here to celebrate the good ones. Graduating from high school is one of the landmark moments in your life. You will remember many of the details of this special occasion. It is also an important night for all of your families. Earlier this month, I got to celebrate my daughter's graduation from the University of Cincinnati. This was among the most important days in my life. I am sure all of your loved ones feel the same about your moment right now. Please let them know how much you appreciate all the help they gave you along the way. After the ceremony tonight, you will take pictures, share memories, and celebrate. Oh, yeah, you were probably wondering if I would leave with my signature words. In the hallways at the end of a week, many classes know that with 1 minute left in the block, I end the week yelling, "Fist Bump Friday," every single Friday, as we celebrate the little things, even as simple as making it through another week. Today's words represent the last time you can yell these words together. So in a second, we're all going to say together in unison, "Fist Bump Thursday" on your graduation day. You got that? You guys all have the lyrics? Ready? We ready to do this? Today is Fist Bump Thursday on your graduation day. I wish all of you the very best going forward. May the next chapter in your life provide you with peace, love, and happiness. And when, not if, times get tough, ask questions, do your best, and keep fighting. Thank you, and congratulations to the class of 2025.
Thank you, Mr. Reitman. I'm now honored to introduce one of the speakers for the senior class of 2025, Andrew Graham.
That's crazy. Before I begin my speech, I'd like to take a chance to thank Administrative for putting this entire event together and for these amazing 4 years. But I'd also like to give a shout out to everybody who came out today and is supporting your graduate, your family, or your friends. So please give yourself a round of applause. When I first entered high school, I set 3 goals for myself. Join the varsity football team, make it to state for wrestling, and get a job. I can confidently tell you that after these 4 years in high school, I've never touched a football, I've never made it to state for wrestling, and I'm still looking for that job. Sorry, Mom. Sorry, Grandma. But why am I telling you all this? I bring this up because in life, your plan will never be fully guaranteed. And sometimes, the goals you set for yourself in life won't always be accomplished the way you want them to. But that doesn't mean that's a bad thing. Do me a favor. Think back to the person you were 4 years ago, when you just entered high school. What did you look like? What did you sound like? Did you have the same plans for life that you do now? A lot can change over the course of a few years, but also think about the person you are now and everything you overcame and accomplished to get to this point in your life. In life, we're so quick to move past what we accomplish, but today, it's a chance to realize that what we are doing is no easy task, and not everybody gets the chance to graduate from high school like we're doing today. Honestly, we have endured so much, and we lived through around 1,372 days of school. And I'm gonna say that one more time. We lived around 1,372 days of school, where we lived through our COVID freshman year, where our first taste of the high school experience was after a year-long quarantine, where we lived through, and among all of us, wrote hundreds of essays and DBQs, and in our time, did hundreds of presentations that we never really wanted to do, but we did it for the summative grade. And we also lived through the cookie in the microwave incident of 2023. We lived through that, people. 4 years, they go by just like that. But whether if we realize it or we don't, we have learned so much in this time. No matter if it was inside or outside of the school environment, we are not the same person coming out of this school as we were when we came in. After today, we dive headfirst into a new chapter in our lives. And as soon as we throw our caps in the air, we go from students to alumni. It's a little nerve-wracking to think about, but no matter what's next for us, whether if it's a 4-year college, a 2-year college, then transferring out, working a job right away, enlisting, or doing a trade career, we will be okay. It's common to doubt ourselves, especially when we are entering a time in our lives when we are finding out what is next after high school. But in the words of Tom Hanks, if it were easy, everyone would be doing it. And we cannot let difficulty stand in the way of what is next in our lives. The road may start a little rocky, but when I look out, I don't only see a group of people who I'm genuinely honored to speak for today. I see a group of people who are some of the most motivated and hardest working people who I've had the honor to know throughout my 4 years in Grayslake Central. If there's one thing I want you to take away from my speech, it's that no matter what happens in life, you are never alone. If you know where to look, there are always people there for you. Heck, even if you look in the stands, they stood out in the rain to watch you graduate. There are always people there for you if you know where to look. And if you can count on yourself, you will always have someone there for you through those hard moments. It's bittersweet that high school is officially coming to an end. But just because high school is coming to an end, the bonds we've made over these 4 years don't have to be. Surround yourself with those who can appreciate how hard you work and understand who you are. And even though you will make mistakes, they do not define who you are as a person. We will make mistakes, but without mistakes, we don't learn. And without learning, we do not grow as people. It's our time to take on the world. And like I said at the beginning of my speech, you never know what life has planned for you. But no matter what, it's a part of our journey. And all of us, we're ready for the ride. Thank you for your time. Thank you.
Thank you, Andrew. It's my privilege to introduce our second senior speaker for the class of 2025, Mackenzie Mertens.
I've always loved to smile. I smile when I'm nervous, when I'm filled with joy, and even in moments of sadness. People often tell me my smile is the most memorable thing about me, and I've come to realize that's a gift. Because sometimes, behind that smile, there's more than I'm ready to share. Sometimes it is easier to just smile instead of talk, ask questions, or unload. But here's the truth. I'm not alone in that. None of us are. We all carry something unseen. A story, a struggle, a hope we haven't yet spoken out loud. And still we smile. We move forward, and we show up. You never truly know what someone is going through until you've walked in their shoes. And that's what makes this moment, this celebration, so powerful. It's not just about what we've achieved, but what we've carried to get here. When I think back to our first day of high school, it's kind of wild how it feels like both yesterday and a lifetime ago. We walked in with masks on our faces, literally hiding the very smiles that eventually define our time here. Our student IDs swung from our necks, and while some of us were excited and others were nervous, most of us were probably both. We didn't know exactly what we were walking into, but we showed up anyway. And somewhere between that first masked hello and today's final goodbye, we became something more. We became us. Sorry, I lost my place. And now, 4 years later, we're walking out with far more than we came in with. We've collected memories that changed us, lessons that stuck, and friendships that carried us through the highs and the lows. And those things, well, they'll outlast any assignment, any GPA, any test score. What will stay with us are the smiles, shared in celebration, comfort, and sometimes even in silent understanding. Not many people can say that they've shared so many years side by side, but we can. We've grown up together, not just in classrooms, but through every moment that shaped us, from learning the basics to facing bigger challenges. We've been a part of each other's stories, from early milestones to new beginnings. And along the way, our smiles changed. They grew up too. From baby teeth to braces to something much deeper, something that held years of inside jokes, hard-earned confidence, and moments we'll never forget. We've smiled through pep rallies, club meetings, early morning practices, and late-night FaceTime study sessions. We've smiled in school plays, on the sidelines, and in parking lot conversations that lasted longer than we meant them to. Maybe it was Mrs. Bierbauer's Manner Mondays that taught us even the smallest gestures, like a kind smile, can ripple into something greater. Or Mr. Cherico's weekly messages, reminding us that leadership starts with inclusion and heart. Maybe it was the everyday moments, passing someone in the hallway, sharing snacks, helping each other through a tough day, that reminded us how powerful one small smile can be. And that's what makes this class, the class of 2025, so special. Our smiles have lit up this building, and now we carry that light forward into the world. Over the past few months, I've had the privilege of running the Grayslake graduates Instagram page. And let me tell you, this class has blown me away. I've read your stories, I've seen your dreams, I've watched your smiles and childhood photos slowly become the faces I recognize today. I've seen the grit, the courage, and the joy you bring to everything you do. Whether you're heading off to college, enlisting with honor, or starting a career that will shape your community, you're stepping into your future with far more than just ambition. You're stepping in with heart. Seeing your toddler photos reminded me of just how far we've come. From kids clinging to our parents' legs to young adults walking across this stage with purpose, it's a full circle moment. We've learned, we've stumbled, we've grown. And now we walk forward together. Confident, capable, but most importantly, smiling. Grayslake Central has been more than just a school. It's been our second home. It's where we found our people, discovered what we love, failed safely, and tried again. It's where we became ourselves, maybe awkwardly, maybe slowly, but absolutely fully. And for many of us, this place means so much that we'll come back, not just to visit, but to give back, to smile at the next generation the way someone once smiled at us. And that says something. No. That says everything. Now, as you step into a new chapter, one that will challenge you, shape you, and surprise you in ways you can't yet imagine. Remember this: every smile you pass in the hallway, every stranger you meet, carries a story just like you do. It takes courage to keep showing up. It takes strength to be kind when it's easier to shut down. And it takes wisdom to know that letting go is sometimes the most powerful thing you can do. There will be people who try to dim your light or test your peace, but your power lies in how you respond. Real happiness isn't about perfection. It's about lifting others when you can and remembering to lift yourself too. So wear your smile, whatever it looks like right now, with pride. You never know who might need to see it. And you just might be reminded that no matter what you're carrying, you are never walking alone. And remember, it's still, and always will be, a great day to be a Ram.
And I get to follow that. Mackenzie, thank you. And actually, thank you to all of our speakers today. Thank you very much. You guys did a great job. One more time for them. Dr. Singh, District Administration, and members of the Grayslake Community High School Board of Education, I hereby acknowledge that the class of 2025, as listed in the program, have successfully completed the graduation requirements and are eligible to receive the Grayslake Central High School diploma. To acknowledge each graduate, we request that the audience respond with polite applause and remain in their seats. Our faculty readers this evening will be Mrs. Melissa Dodge and Mrs. Deanna Repp. Row 1, please rise and come forward for your diplomas.
Frederick Abelor. Lincoln Acosta. Alua Palumi Akambi. Alumide Akinlea. Hassan Alani. Emily Alanis. Isaiah Allen. Nick Allen. Jeziel Alonso. Aiden Alvarez. Reese Anderson. Emma Andrews. Kendra Antonucci. Marcus Aronson. Megan Arms. Ashton Artrip Borsick. Christian Baklian. Malia Baker. Mateo Ballesteros. Aiden Barnett. Cielo Barrios. Mallory Barrows. Anna Bean. Ashlyn Bean. Mason Bernstein. Morgan Bernstein. Issa Bay. Sarah Bianchi. Jack Blada. John Bloodworth. Ben Boran. Halia Boucher. Joyce Braun. Justin Bright. Trisha Briscoe. Eric Brum. Catrice Brumfield. Lucia Buckley. Colin Badil. Kaylee Berta. Zoe Berta. Andrew Berja. Tyler Burkhart. Wesley Bustos. Mayre Cabanas Castillo. Tyler Cullihan. Jasmine Carcamo. Brady Carlson. Samuel Carranza. Gabriela Carvajal. Octavio Casas. Armando Castaneda. Nick Catalin. Sam Cedarberg. Andre Ceja. Ryan Chandler. Lauren Cheney. Kaylee Chapman. Anderson Chevrier. Avi Chevrier. Daniel Chihuahua. Miriam Tyrell. Brooklyn Shamileski. Thomas Christensen. Ian Christian Dirks. Kyle Christofferson. Connor Church. Adam Cicero. Jacob Clement. Hannah Clinton. Quentin Conkle. Josh Conant. Madison Cook. Lily Kramer. Cassidy Cunningham. Elliot Daka. Robert Jamor de la Mora. Ana de la Rosa. Jacob de Leon. Reed Deniston. Ashley Dennis. Lainey Donish. Chloe Druin. Kara Durkup. Ilea Duca. Emma Dunn. Nora Dermus. Ismeth Jovanovich. Evan Eberly. Danielle Eckenstaller. Carolyn Egbergs. Yano Engels. Clementine Erskine. Gustavo Espino. Ambar Estevez. Jack Estrick. Adolfo Fernandez.
Oliver Flagg. Zoe Flagg. Owen Flanagan. Abigail Floral. Grace Floral. Alina Florendo. Andrew Fogg. Sienna Foster. Robbie Frank. Owen Freeney. Kamari Fryer. Nathan Fuco. Tony Galan. Eli Gallegos. Jose Garcia Medellin. Ethan Garcia. Karimen Garcia. Lamontre Geeter. Gabriel Halsugan. Cameron Gibson. Jacob Germscheid. Riley Godfrey. Jose Gomez Luna. Alex Gonzalez. Gerardo Gonzalez. Natalie Gonzalez. Amelia Gordon. Danielle Gorley. Cody Grabnick. Andrew Graham. Reagan Greenfield. Kevin Gregg. Arena Antonella Grosu. Saley Gribb. Amelia Hack. Liam Halloran. Cal Hansen. Ingrid Harvey. Kayla Hawk. James Hurring. Jenny Hernandez. Leslie Hernandez. Jose Maria Herrera. Julian Herrera. Nora Hicks. Jada Hines. Madison Hoffman. George Hollenstein. Marcus Heiser. Kaylee Hughes.
Nicholas Isaacson. Jessica Izagiri. Julia Jablonski. Chris Jaimes. Daisy Jimenez. Joshua Jimenez. Leighton Johansson. Gabriella John Fedor. Brock Johnson. Ryan Jones. Mernal Josie. Diego Jovel. Ramsey Kadango. Olivia Kemphy. Jasmine Kaur. Sebastian Kita. Cam Kilpatrick. Shaylee Kistner. Colin Kale. Eden Korchek. Nolan Cornett. Angelika Kostilovich. Kate Cruzy. Blake Cutson. Aaron Camco. Jack Lapidus. Evelyn Lara. John Lara. Christian Latata. Camille Letihio. Johnny Lindberg. Lucy Leffler. Ian Lutz. Britta Lynch. Molly Mackey. Natalie Madrid. Victor Micah. Eric Makowski. Damian Molkinski. Katie Marcelane. Carlos Marinas. Alexandra Marquez. Za Martinez. Omar Mata. Yelena Maza. Elena McGahey. Ian McGowan. Alyssa Meany. Ryan Meany.
Trevor Meathy. David Menzinski. Neda Merida. Mackenzie Mertens. Tara Miller. Amari Montemayor. Marcus Moore. Valeria Morales. Alia Moreno. Henry Motola. Jack Mudd. Alex Mueller. Haley Mueller. Isabela Mujica. Mari Murphy. Isabella Namovitz. Thomas Nataranjan. Sam Narini. Jordan Newman. Amanda Newcomb. Samantha Newcomb. Omar Nunez. Grace O'Connor. Max O'Gordon. Max O'Gordon. Aaron O'Neill. Colton Ohm. Daniel Olson. Cole Olson. Riley Ori. Tania Ortiz Perez. Riley Ati. Pedro Pablo. Evan Page. Rain Papanikolaou. Jordan Parmer. Ayushi Patel. Hill Patel. Ethan Patton. Eric Perez. Marily Perez. Mari Perez Escutia. Nathan Perry. Jake Peterson. Jillian Pitt. Jason Perkowski Jr. Justin Posadas. Alyssa Potter. Eleanor Powell. Addie Prickett. Jaden Privet.
Ethan Punzalan. Adrian Ramsey. Nolan Rand. Mira Reams. Nicole Ragluski. Shay Reese. Tatiana Rendon Ortiz. Romeo Reyes. Sebastian Reyes. Henry Ricard. Sophia Rice. Leela Roberts. Gerald Robertson. Dahlia Rodriguez. Jacob Rolfing. Nathan Rajewski. Theodore Romanelli. Mitchell Ross. Jackson Rowe. Karen Rubio. Grayson Russell. Nitya Sagubadi. Henry Sanborn. Jillian Santello. Eric Santiago. Caitlin Saxinger. Jack Shrimp. Johanna Schober. Brady Scruton. Brandon Serrano. Delan Sensacion. Evan Sensacion. Soraya Lee Shannon. Anthony Schultes. Ayan Siddiqui. Nick Sinai. Ashley Slavnik. Gabriella Smeaton. Audrey Smith. Braylon Smith. Jeremiah Smith. Rashad Smith. Zach Smith. Zane Smith. Connor Sobey. Maria Sokolov. Danny Solozano. Christina Spencer. Adora Spore. Jaden St. Luce.
Holly Stallhut. Gavin Stanley. Bryce Starzak. Kurt Storkman. Cam Strong. Sahana Subramanian. Brianna Suris. Jack Suvanich. Evan Swiderski. Carson Swigert. Motasim Syed. Isabella Sved. Daman Tatum II. Jack Tabusick. Noah Thorson. Nick Timmons. Avery Tiojenko. Reese Top. Brittany Torres. Yadira Torres. Dennis Troyan. Noah Trudeau. Bryce Tupaz. Abby Twaddle. Ryan Vagnoni. Daniel Varblow. Aiden Velez. Hope Versiglio. Ian Villegas. Nandana Node. Eliza Charlene Malari Viscaño. Marlena Vo. Mallory Wachter. Michael Welninski. Emma Wentz. Tina Waples. Connor Lawrence White. Devin White. Sarah Whittington. Luca Willigorski. Anthony Williams. Damarian Williams. Jonathan Williams. Annie Wolf. Catherine Windrosick. Eva Wood. Maddie Azell. Tati Young. Timothy Zeski.
All right. By virtue of the authority invested in me by the Board of Education of District 127 and its bylaws, and on recommendation from Grayslake Central High School, I do hereby confer today, May 29th, 2025, this class, Grayslake Central Class of 2025, has satisfactorily completed all requirements of District 127, and therefore may be awarded these diplomas. Class of 2025, it is my privilege to certify you as official graduates of Grayslake Community High School District 127. From this moment on, you shall be considered alumni in good standing.
Andrew and Mackenzie. Class of 2025, please rise. You ready? Please change your tassel from right to left. Congratulations, graduates. Yeah.